Welcome, welcome to an episode of Potion Sword Run. I'm Original Seed. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. If you're a Sony fanboy, you may not be. Why? Well, first of all, because you clicked this video and it's gonna ruin your day. In this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about WB Pictures announcing that they're gonna be releasing their blockbuster films on HBO Max the same day they do at your local cinema, and how it just proves that the future of gaming is through Game Pass. Warner Bros. Pictures just announced that they will be releasing all of their blockbuster films on HBO Max subscription at no extra cost, which means if you're an HBO Max member, you get all these movies released on the same day they release in movie theaters. Starting with Wonder Woman 1984 that will be releasing near Christmas. But the list doesn't stop there. You're gonna get blockbuster films like The Matrix 4, Dune, the new Suicide Squad, Tom and Jerry, Space Jam and New Legacy, Many Saints of Newark, In the Heights, Godzilla vs. Kong, The Little Things, Mortal Kombat, Malignant, and more. Obviously, this is gonna piss off the movie theater owners, and you can see their stocks dropping because it's bad news for them. But it's good news for movie makers and movie consumers like you and I. Especially right now during the pan where many people don't want to go out and watch movies in a packed theater, even when they're at 25%. The risk is just too high. So instead of letting those films sit on the shelf because they're already done, they're gonna go ahead and just release them digitally as well. Now WB says that this is gonna be a 1-year experiment, and they expect to get things back to normal when the pan is under control. They foresee that people will not be attending theaters throughout 2021 because of restrictions. So they want to get as many eyeballs on these movies as possible. So it's only logical to go where the people are, and that's at their homes. And everybody has some way or another to stream. And WB is banking on HBO Max being their future. Which reminds me of a service in the video game industry called, what is it called again? Game Pass. It reminds me of Game Pass. Before I begin, that argument that Sony fanboys put out, that Game Pass is gonna ruin Xbox, and Game Pass is gonna be the cause of it to go bankrupt, because games are just too expensive to make, and there's no way that they can make back their money through Game Pass, is dead, gone. It doesn't make sense. You gotta face the facts that are right here. The facts are right here. You gotta face them. Yes, games are expensive, but guess what else is expensive? Movies. In fact, they're more expensive than games to make. I mean, now AAA games do rival big movies, but you get the point. These are apples and apples. So why are movie producers doing this? Because it's profitable. That's why they're doing this. Because they can see the future. And the future is streaming through these services that we have readily available through our phones, on every TV, our computers, and the list goes on. Nobody wants to go to the theaters anymore, and they can see that. And sure, maybe in time, theaters will get packed again if everyone takes... Well, we know it's never gonna happen because no one's gonna take this seriously. But even when they do, it's gonna take time. But between that time, there's gonna be no going back anymore. Yes, they say that they're only gonna experiment this for about a year. But really tell me, when they see all that money coming in through subscription models, do you think they're really gonna look back? Nah, they're gonna take the money and run. So yes, Game Pass is profitable. Or it will be, at least in the future. It's an investment that they're willing to take. Don't take it from me. Take it from the CEO of Microsoft, who recently said that, and I quote, The broader vision we have is to ensure that the 3 billion gamers out there are able to play their games anywhere they want, with all the content they want and with whom they want to, and that's really what we're building our strategy around. You've seen us double our content portfolio with ZeniMax acquisition. You see us make advances in our community efforts and our subscription offers with Game Pass. And that's what you can expect from us. We're absolutely very much focused on gaming and ensuring that all 3 billion gamers around the world get the best content, best community, and the best cloud service to power the gaming experience going forward. So as you can see, they're committed to Game Pass, they're committed to growing Game Pass because just like WB Pictures, they know that digital subscription services like HBO Max, Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus is the future. So what is Sony gonna do? PlayStation Now isn't it. Now supposedly they have something in the works, and they better because, like I said, it's the future. And it's funny how Xbox is always the one thinking forward. Thinking forward when it came to online gaming with Xbox Live. Opening up the scene for indie games through Xbox Live Arcade. And now leading the industry with subscription services for games through Game Pass. But I'm not done. Allow me to put on my conspiracy tinfoil hat for a second. Indulge me, please. Now we know that WB Games and Microsoft were in talks about acquisition that fell through. I guess they see that their franchises are just, too profitable to let go. So what if instead of selling to Microsoft, they do some kind of deal through Game Pass like EA did with EA Origins? Now that would be huge. It doesn't necessarily keep games away from the PlayStation Network, but it allows you to get those games day one on Game Pass. And we know that Microsoft is willing to split the revenue through Game Pass. In fact, they're very flexible. And they seem to be working with developers in a way that fits their need financially. Because the bottom line is, Game Pass is what Microsoft wants to grow. So if they can come up with some kind of deal with WB Games to have their game stream on Game Pass, that is gonna be a killer blow. But that's just me aligning the stars the way that I see them. Or they can always go and do an Origin things with the WB franchise. I mean, they have enough games. And if they don't want to do it like EA Origins, what if somehow they're able to supply those games through HBO Max with the very subscription that you have for your movies? I mean, why not? I mean, they're able to do it with movies. Why can't they do it with games? I mean, I would pay for it. And in fact, I'm probably gonna pay for HBO Max just for the movies alone. And these are just possibilities that I'm coming up with the top of my head. I'm sure they have enough big wigs in their PR rooms and smoking big cigars and shit, patting each other in the back, talking about how they're geniuses, and they already came up with this idea. Or maybe they haven't, and they need to see this damn video so they can get that damn ball rolling. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way that we can play more games for cheaper, maybe using the subscription that we already have. Because I don't want to go out to the theaters to watch movies anymore. I don't want to get sick. I like buying all my games digitally. I love Game Pass. And the reason why I am a subscriber is because Microsoft releases their first party games on day one. It just makes sense to me. I'm gonna buy those games, might as well just get them through Game Pass. And Warner Brothers Pictures sees that logic with their movies. And I think soon enough, they're gonna see it with their games as well. So these are exciting times. I don't know what the future is. Obviously, I'm just putting on my conspiracy hat. But I do know that Game Pass is the future. And nobody can deny it anymore. Now that's gonna do it for this episode. Remember, when shit's the fan, and you see those Sony fanboys, not the fans, Sony fanboys throwing shade at Game Pass, saying that it's not profitable because games cost too much and they can't recoup their money, run. What the fuck? DDers. Why can't I say the word DDers? Theaters. Fucking theaters. Theater.